Thank you to today's sponsor, Science on Call, 24/7 technical support for all your restaurant needs. Let us say that you have opened a pizzeria that serves the closest approximation to original recipe McDonald's pizza that is possible to recreate. You have sourced the exact same crust, sauce, cheese, and toppings. It goes without saying that your business is a massive success. But due to copyright reasons, you are not allowed to call your pizza McDonald's pizza, and instead have to call it something like pizza, open parentheses, in the style of McDonald's, close parentheses. But with every pizza you sell, you set aside a portion of your profits to go toward a savings account specifically created to save up enough money to purchase the McDonald's Corporation. After a few weeks, you have met your goal. Now you own McDonald's, and you can finally change the name of your pizza to something more accurate. One problem: changing the name of your pizza to McDonald's Pizza across everything from your internet website to your mobile ordering application to your in-store menu display is quite cumbersome. Thankfully, Science on Call can help. With just a quick message to Science on Call, your pizza name has been changed to McDonald's Pizza because now you are McDonald's. For all your restaurant technical support needs, Science on Call is just a click, a tap, a text, or a scan away. Visit scienceoncall.com/pizza to book a demonstration now. Welcome to Whatever Happened to Pizza at McDonald's, the investigative journalism program, or IJP, where I ask the question, whatever happened to the pizza at McDonald's? A proud part of the Panoply Network, a wholly owned subsidiary of Pizzaply Media. I'm your host, Brian Thompson, investigative journalist. As I record today's program, President Joe Biden is earning accolades for delivering a State of the Union address without his aging brain forgetting that he is President of the United States, or his aging heart forgetting to beat. This well-received address could be considered a well-deserved celebration after Mr. Biden successfully weathered all primary challengers to his nomination for president in this year's election, save for one challenge from a strange gentleman in American Samoa, a territory primarily known for its chief export, the chocolate and coconut-flavored Girl Scout cookie called the Samoa. Famously named thus because after finishing one, consumers are known to state that they would very much like Samoa. And though I have my own personal quibbles with the content of Mr. Biden's speech, namely the fact that, once again, there was no mention of McDonald's pizza or even related matters such as whatever happened to it, etc., I congratulate him on his lively performance and also his now inevitable nomination for one more term as the Democratic President of the United States. I even looked into sending Mr. Biden a token of my congratulations in the form of one of his favorite treats, an ice cream cone. But I was told by an operator at the White House switchboard that for security reasons, the president cannot receive gifts of perishable items such as foodstuffs, etc. I am an American patriot, and therefore have great faith in the integrity of government institutions. But the fact remains that someone with the stature of the President of the United States must certainly receive all manner of tasty foodstuffs from amateur butchers, bakers, and even chocolate makers. Sure, some of these may be booby-trapped by criminals wishing physical harm upon the president, but if any of these items are dusted with a suspicious white powder, it is a simple matter just to scrape it off. In other words, I am sad to suspect that this switchboard operator was just covering for his hungry coworkers, who regularly open and consume whatever foods are gifted to Mr. Biden through the U.S. Postal Service. With that in mind, I went ahead and mailed my congratulatory ice cream cone, whose freshness I preserved by encasing it in a Ziploc bag, complete with yellow and blue make green seal, and whose identity as a tasty treat I obscured by encasing it in a box labeled non-explosive cigars. I would also like to extend congratulations to Mr. Biden's opponent from the Republican side of the political, metaphorical aisle, Mr. Donald Trump. I admit I was somewhat surprised to learn that Mr. Trump won the vast majority of his own primary contests, as I was under the impression that he had been convicted of various crimes against the state and scheduled for humane execution. But he has not been executed yet, and for that I say to him, congrats. I even mailed a token of my congratulations to his version of the White House, a Florida motel called Mar-a-Lago. Due to journalistic objectivity, I was unable to purchase his favorite food treat, McDonald's hamburgers, so I sent something I thought he might need, a jumbo-sized roll of industrial-strength toilet paper. I was comfortable sending my congratulatory gifts this week, not just because I am polite, but also because I have come to a decision about my own participation in this year's presidential election. Every 4 years, a contingent of activists, journalism enthusiasts, and fans of the film Willow One attempt to pressure me into running for president, and every 4 years, I decline to do so. As president, I would have the power to effect real, positive change in the world, for example, by nationalizing McDonald's and forcing them to bring back pizza. But I am not only interested in seeing McDonald's pizzas return, I am also interested in learning whatever happened to it, meaning what factors led to its inexplicable removal from the menu in the first place. I am afraid as President of the United States, I may find this task somewhat impossible. It would be a metaphorical catch number 22. My status as president would make informants understandably hesitant to reveal any information about the matter to me directly, for fear that I might use the full force of the shadow government against them for being so candid about such a sensitive topic. Conversely, those very forces within the shadow government, upon learning of my interest in McDonald's pizza, would do everything in their power to keep this information from me, a civilian leader elected by the common rabble. Similarly to how no one in the United States intelligence community would ever give President John F. Kennedy a straight answer when he repeatedly asked where and when the CIA would assassinate him. But all these factors aside, there is one reason more than any other that after careful consideration, I have decided once again not to run for President of the United States. And as a favor to my colleagues in journalism, I decided to contact some of them directly to explain why.
Thank you for calling the Associated Press. All agents are currently assisting other customers. You can continue to hold for the next available agent. Hello, AP.
Hello, this is the Associated Press.
Yes, how can I help?
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, I just wanted to note I didn't hear any hold music, and I was just going to suggest that maybe that would be a good thing to have because I was on hold for quite a while, and it would have been nice to hear some music. Maybe the Beatles?
There usually is. I'm not quite sure on this occasion why there wasn't. Are you a client of AP?
Oh, yes, I am a client of AP. I read it on a daily basis. I was calling...
Normally it goes through. I'll check with the team why it's not gone through. How can I help?
Oh, okay. Well, my name is Brian Thompson, and I was just calling to let the Associated Press know that I've thought about it, and I will not be running for president this year because I am just too busy. Hello? 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 I guess we were disconnected. Well, back to work, I suppose. Just put some of my work music on. Do you know what happened to pizza at McDonald's? Do you remember it? Please send all correspondence to pizza@mcdonalds@gmail.com. To support the show, please join my Patreon at patreon.com/pizza@mcd's for exclusive benefits. And for more information, including links to social media, merchandise opportunities, etc., visit pizza@mcdonalds.com. Thank you to my invaluable Patreon producers: Bipolar Biped, Grant Bacon, Jacob Ford, Joe Kajik, Kimberly King, Andy McH, Kyle Turok, Pam Gabriel, Polly Egan, Thomas Young, Trisha Yates, Will, Adam Crump, Andrew Duffy, Andrew Ahmed Rubin, Billy Jean, Brad Allen Thompson, Creighton Barrow, Dan Dreyer, Jeffrey Francis Sylvia, Jay Poop, Calvin Thomas, Laurel Paul, Opus Moreski, Paul Fu, and Ryan Guggenmoss. I'm Brian Thompson, investigative journalist.